Nakore Apparel is a lifestyle brand inspired by and created for those who unabashedly seek, speak, and live in truth. Nakore is the African Adinkra symbol for truthfulness, and the clothes speak truth in all its forms with the ultimate aim of love and justice. If you're down to expand the culture, break barriers, and eradicate injustice wherever you find it, then Nakore Apparel is the brand for you. Go to NakoreApparel.com. That's N-O-K-O-R-E Apparel.com.
Nakore, apparel for truth tellers.
You are now tuned in to the Drunk Mind Sober Thoughts Podcast.
Yo. What, I just started hearing another sound. What's going on? This is DJ Brainstorm on the mic with you right now, coming to you live and direct with episode number 361 of the Drunk Mind Sober Thoughts Podcast. The DMST Podcast is back. Thank you to everybody tuning in live on YouTube and Facebook to do a podcast, and everybody tuning in throughout the week on Apple Podcast, Stitcher, the TuneIn Radio app, iHeartRadio, all them shits. No wooshka.
at all, man.
Anywhere, wherever, however you get your podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in on this Browns victory goddamn Sunday.
Goddamn right, man.
Playboy, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. You know, did nothing else matter outside of that game, man.
Get a win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's Playboy the DJ, man. Playboy DA DJ. Glad to be back. Another show, another week, man. Let's get it.
Dev, how you feeling?
Oh, man, you know. Winner, chicken dinner head ass. That's how I'm feeling right now. No, I'm feeling good, man. That was. Yeah, I'm feeling good. We'll talk about it.
It was I put it on Facebook. It was a roller coaster of emotions.
Yes.
It was 3.5 hours of being a roller coaster of emotions. We'll get into it in a second, though.
Yeah.
Playboy, how was your weeks, everything? Because this is the first time you've been back, because you weren't back last week.
Yeah. Everything cool, man. I didn't get a chance to do it last week, but
Happy birthday to Layton.
Yeah. Happy belated, to my son. Layton, he turned 10 last week, man. I'm spending time with him for his birthday, man. Everything been cool, man. It's been just a slow grind, man. With the job and trying to make a couple moves, trying to get back right. So when that's the case, man, you just trying to do your best to get everything situated. So, but I'm back, man. So everything cool, man. My week was good.
Dev, how was your week?
Week was cool. Wasn't too crazy of a week, man. Had some fun. A lot of it was a good week. Weird week, but good week. Start with the crazy. Somebody them ramsacked our cars last night. Wasn't nothing in mine, but Leah's wallet and stuff was in there, so we
gotta take this stuff out your car.
Call the popos. Yeah.
My mom been on my ass because I keep changing my car, and she keep talking about how somebody gonna break into my car and take the little change out the little thing. But you're right.
But yeah, so she had to cancel some cars, stuff like that, get some new stuff. But all in all, we okay. You know what I'm saying? So, but that just sucks. So. Had a popo come out this morning, and hopefully they find somebody, but you know how that go.
I know.
But it was a cool week, man. I'm coaching the 7-8 basketball team in my school, man. So we took them to the home opener for the Charge, man. They had fun, man. It was just a cool experience. It took me back to when I went to go visit my brother when he went to Hiram. You know what I'm saying? When I used to go for siblings weekend, when I was like, damn, I had to be like 8, 9, you know what I mean? Like I would go up there and visit, but that was cool, but it was a college, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, you kind of put your mind, when you in East Cleveland and you see your surroundings, you're like, well, this is a college, so it should look like this. But I remember I took my first AAU trip when I was like 13. I played for an AAU team, basketball AAU team in Solon, and my coach, white dude, and his wife, his son was my teammate, and he had a younger son, if I'm not mistaken. I can't really remember. I know it was a younger kid with us. And I rode with them to a tournament in Penn Hills. And, like, the streets was clean. It was in PA. The streets, we stayed at this hotel. Streets was clean. And I'm like, oh.
That's how other people live.
This is how other people live, like not just on the college campus, but just like going to McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you can live outside of what I'm used to. And so like while that experience is not exactly the same, like you could see the freedom of experience for them. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sure some of them have been to games and stuff like that before. Just a little different. You get to go down on the court and shoot, and they had like all you can eat stuff, and they back behind the curtains getting food. It was just like you know what I'm saying?
It's
like
still something they've never done before.
Yeah, the experience is dope, man. The experience was so dope. It was so fun, man. Love them little dudes, man. So went and did that on Friday night. So that was cool. And then cool little work week, man. It's like parent teacher conference and stuff. So it was a light week at work. But you know, whenever at work, you probably know this at any job. Whenever you got like a few days off, it always seemed like it'd be the craziest weeks. But yeah, it was a cool week, man. But that was a cool experience. And then top it off with another 3-victory weekend, man. It's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
It's a good feeling.
Yeah. Good times.
How was your week, man?
Yeah. I mean, it's been all good. We looking at getting a little stuff done to our roof at the house. So we had a couple people through the house, you know, kind of giving us a little estimates or whatever. Yeah.
It's about that time.
Yeah, I mean, like we knew that going in that it was going to be some stuff that we knew how old the roof was.
Okay, so it's set aside for it, or
no, hell no. Like, I'm not making Playboy money. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean sometimes it'll come in the closing cost.
But yeah. Sometimes you do that, yeah. But I mean, we knew kind of going in at some point. I mean, it ain't like we got to get it done tomorrow. But yeah, we had we started getting some estimates of some things or whatever in there, and ain't none of it fun. They throwing some big numbers out there.
Yes, some large numbers.
Yeah, but I mean, it's all good though. So it's all good. You know, the little one at home turned 13.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Belated.
Yeah. So he turned 13. So it's like
teenager.
Yeah, it's major. I mean, I feel like for guys. You know, like for girls, it's like the Sweet 16 thing.
Yeah.
I think for guys, it's like 13. Then after that, you don't really give a shit until you're like 18.
Yeah.
You know, until you're legal or whatever. So I mean, so that happened. You know, so we got a little thing going on. Next week, we gonna take him out. For his birthday next week. So the in-laws and everybody be in town this weekend coming. So but like you said, it's just been I've been chilling. Work wasn't too bad this week. My older brother came over to watch the game last night and everything. So we was all sitting there chilling, watching the game and stuff. I cooked up some wings, a couple of few different flavors. Some hot wings, some little Carolina Gold, some regular.
I know you had
wings.
a dry rub. I know you did.
No dry rub. Just regular. Yeah, just regular this time. Yeah, but yeah, 3 flavors of wings at the crib. You know what I'm saying? We just been chilling. So it's all good. All good. And like you said, it's a 3-win weekend. Where. It's O State won, Cavs won and Golden State last night, which they hadn't done since June 19th of 2016. And everybody know what day that was,
right?
And then and the Browns won today.
Yeah, so
it's all good.
Man, but speaking of that, Brown, like we got to devote a few minutes to the Browns, man.
Give them a couple.
I think we both fluctuate between like. All 3 of us, but I know I don't think Playboy be chilling in life with a lot of stuff.
Playboy
so don't be that shit get to him. But me and Brainstorm be going through it, watching these games, man. And like first half of this game, I don't
check my tweets.
Listen, I told
tell us the whole story.
Listen, we've been married 12 years, and I don't think we have more ups and downs than this game gave me. This game was the most up and down thing I've ever been a part of in my life. Within the first 30 seconds, I thought the whole relationship was over. Like,
less than 5 minutes into the game, they were down 14-0.
2 plays into the game, he threw a pick 6.
This is the second division game in a row that your first pass of the game is a
pick
touchdown
6 for the other team.
It's a pick 6, and you're down before you could blink. It's insane what Deshaun is doing. It's insane. It's insane. That's all I got. It's insane.
And this is the thing. People, I think it's pretty common knowledge of it. This goes beyond sports now at this point. But if for some reason you don't know, Deshaun he didn't want to play for the Texans. That's really what it all stemmed from. He didn't want to play for the Texans. And then all these allegations came out. Allegations, not convictions, but allegations. about sexual misconduct. So this dude went from being like the person who would get gifts for the equipment managers on the team,
The lunch staff, cafeteria,
staff,
used to read stories all the
beloved
time.
by everybody,
Yeah.
to public enemy number one. And he not only became public enemy number one, he got sent to one of the most crazed fan bases in the country, who pontificate on every move a player makes.
My man read a book this week.
Where they live.
You should have these glasses
You know
on.
what I'm saying?
You sound like
Brother Knowledge. We used to get reports on Johnny football when he would go to a bar.
He
care
to Vegas for a weekend.
We care about
night before a game.
everything y'all do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then we're also the Ragabond franchise. So the media
He read 2 books
loves
this week.
to shit on us. So he getting it double. Not only are you getting scrutiny from the fans and the media, because the fans and the media are too weirdly in love with the team,
True.
you're also getting ragged on by the rest of the country because you play for the Browns. So it's like double levels of like, what the fuck is happening right now? And you come into this and you're one of the better quarterbacks in the entire NFL. And you got all this stuff on your shoulders. I'm not saying you didn't do some of it yourself, but you got all this stuff on your shoulders, all this pressure, all this scrutiny, all these eyeballs. Every time you throw an incomplete pass, now your shoulder messed up. Is he faking an injury? Is he this? Is he that? And you can see it weighing on him. But you watch this game and he's like slowly but surely chipping away at it and chipping away at it and chipping. And I'm telling you, a game like this, where you just throw 2 middle fingers up to the world, go 14-14, play literally. This is not hyperbole. You play a perfect second half of football, bring your team back from being down 14 twice. The second time they were down 14 in the fourth quarter, and you win the damn game against the team for the second time this year. First time you didn't play. But for the second time this year, you've beaten the team that leading up to the game, everybody named mama is telling you this is the best team in the NFL.
Yep.
These are the kind of things I remember watching. I'm not putting it in this category at all, so don't shit on me. And I can't believe LeBron and raised to this level. It's almost feel like I'm talking about Jordan. But I'm not putting Deshaun Watson on LeBron's level. But I remember watching him against the Pistons in the fourth quarter in overtime. Scored 27 straight points.
Game 5, yeah.
And I said, oh, okay.
2007, yeah.
Oh, he'll never be the same after this.
Right.
He just showed me that can't nobody guard him. This team just beat Shaq, Kobe, Karl Malone, and Gary Payton, and they can't stop this nigga. Okay, something's different with this dude. I don't know yet. He only been in the league for 3.5 years. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But this is something I ain't never seen before. And like, I'm not saying it was to that level, but once you have those performances where you go into like Super Saiyan mode, it can like catapult you into where you're like where you should be. And I can't see him, and maybe he does, but I can't see you regressing back from that once you have a performance like that down the stretch of a game. It just, and I'm not saying he's gonna try to be LeBron or Mike, and even though Dabo Swinney did say whoever drafted him is drafted Michael Jordan and cleats. I'm not putting that on him.
That's what Dabo said.
That's what Dabo said.
Dabo's crazy, though.
I remember, but Dabo saw him go toe-to-toe with Alabama and everybody else in the ACC and always come out victorious. Yeah. So that's what his mind frame was.
He led a game-winning drive for the national championship.
For the national championship. So, like, this is what he's made of. This is why people was clamoring to get him, even though all those allegations was hanging over his head. We wasn't the only team trying to get Deshaun Watson.
No, it was 4 teams.
The Saints, the Falcons, the Carolina Panthers. There was a lot of teams trying to get this nigga. We just ended up paying the most money. And so all I'm saying is these kind of performances do have the ability to catapult you. Mm-hmm. And if we watch sports long enough to watch those moments happen, and you watch them, and once they happen, there's no turning back for the great ones.
He wasn't far removed from, the player he was when he went out for that year. Mm-hmm. He like Roy Jones, man. Y'all must have forgot. He showed today in that second half. I said, when I was watching the game, I said, look, I said a switch may have been turned on. I said y'all better be careful. All the bullshit he been going through. A switch just came on. He may just run this bitch out.
Don't let that light switch come on.
Like for real.
No, can we talk about this? Can we talk our shit?
See, we trying to be calm.
We be acting like some suckers in Cleveland sometimes, man. We be acting like some suckers, Brainstorm.
I'm telling y'all, man.
Before this dude started getting freaky on massage tables, okay?
Look, who cares what we do this fucking? I don't give a fuck what Deshaun Watson do on that table. Nigga, as long as when he step inside the First Energy or whatever it's called, nigga, I don't give a good goddamn.
It was him. It was Patrick Mahomes. Joe Burrow was still a backup quarterback at Ohio State, even though he's now. I'm not gonna ever disrespect Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
but like, it was like Patty, Brady,
Tom still. Yeah,
Russ was still getting it, and it was Deshaun, man.
He was the top 5 QB.
He was
at
a
the time.
top 5 quarterback in this league.
Definitely.
He only 28.
He's gonna be just fine.
He's gonna be just fine. Don't let. All I'm saying is this: all that shit y'all be talking about the Browns.
Oh,
Don't let them find it, Playboy. Don't let them find it. It's over for you.
I'm telling you.
I knew he was gonna
you know
get
what?
that.
I'm wearing a Browns onesie.
Hey, look, I'm gonna go retro. Hey, I'm gonna go retro. Earlier on in these shows, I used to call myself Mr. I Said It. I said it. You better watch out for Deshaun Watson. Y'all think that he a bum? He ain't a fucking bum.
Yeah. He's just a freaky young man who got caught up in
Man.
a bad situation.
Who don't like getting massaged? like, niggas
Hey, the views expressed.
I will take all them shits.
I'm messing with you.
No. But I'm just saying, bro, like, you know it's there. Sometimes when you niggas act like he just dealing with, I just had a situation where I got injured. No, this nigga done dealt with a whole bunch of fucking bullshit.
A lot, man.
You never know when that switch is gonna come on.
Yeah.
Everybody hit their peak in that time, and I think I said it to my guy today watching the show. I said, nigga, he made one throw or something happened. I was like, up. Watch the second half. And he came out and threw 14.
It was the end of the first half. He made a couple of good throws.
Yeah.
Because he was like, at one point he was like 1 for 11.
Yeah. His whole first half, I think, was like 6 for 16 or something like that.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Like 70
no, 6 for
yards.
20.
Oh, 6 for 20.
Because he went like 5 for 9
yeah.
down the stretch. But he made like 2 passes at the end to get us a couple field goals.
Bro.
And I was like, okay.
That ain't what I was saying.
And on top of that, I remember one pass he had on point to Njoku on the corner where he was trying to run up field.
And he dropped it.
And he dropped it.
Yeah.
He had a lot of passes that got, even though at the beginning was kind of like, but then he started getting accurate as fuck. All he needed is accuracy. And then the other thing he brought back too was the Deshaun Watson, like I told y'all before, nigga, you know how many times I was sitting up there watching the game saying, run, nigga, run. You know what I'm saying? I sound like a chainsaw, nigga, run, nigga, run.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talk in the chat about it.
Truth be told, to me, he ain't nothing but a better Lamar Jackson.
The toy said he didn't get caught up in that when the NFL got groupies. And then Darren said, so basically, I'm in a nutshell, Darren said, the Browns fans won't get this won't feel this till we get comfortable with losing. And that's true. Like, you got to lose and learn in order to get better. We're not, but listen, we've been losing for a long time, but we're still not comfortable losing. If we lose, we say, fuck it. We throw our hands up, like we joke, we go cut the grass, we go clean the kitchen. When we start losing, we give up.
Let me tell you. I mean, like I hear y'all, and y'all are 100% right. 100% right. You know what I'm saying? But I was sitting there watching the game today, saying, you know what? I'm 42 years old, and I've been watching the Browns my whole life. I'm not about to let y'all ruin my Sunday. Like, I was talking to my mom yesterday or whatever. She was talking about, because today's their anniversary. Happy anniversary to my parents, 46 years today.
Oh, happy
You know
anniversary.
because she was talking about they wanted to go out to eat. And, she's like, but the Browns play tomorrow, and if they lose or whatever, your dad, he'd be in a bad mood. I'm like, but I don't think dad is as bad as he used to be. But I'm like, Carisha said the same thing about me. I get in a bad mood or whatever. So I'm thinking about all that today as I'm watching the game. And I'm like, I'm not going to be a homer no more with this team. It's like, I'm going to tell you when you're playing like ass or whatever. So I was tweeting about the game or whatever, and I gave them their flowers at the end because they didn't quit and everything like that.
No, they didn't quit. They won the game, man.
But like you said, it's like, It's like we got to get comfortable with losing, but it's like we've been losing for so goddamn long.
I think this is where it's going. This is in my estimation. I think losing when we have Deion Waiters and Kyrie Irving as rookies is different than losing in the first round of the playoffs to the Knicks when you know you got to get tougher. Like, okay, that loss let us know what we need to do to get better. We need shooting and we need to get tougher.
Right.
If we do both, we should progress as the Cavs team. You know what I'm saying? Like, that loss is a little bit different than like even I look at the Steelers loss we had earlier this year. Yeah, we lost to the Steelers, but we gave them 14, like literally handed them 14 points. Literally their defense scored 14 points from turnovers from us.
First play of the game was a turnover.
So you're learning. So for next Sunday, you're like, all right, protect the damn football against the Steelers, and you walk away with a win. Because mano and mano, man for man, player for player, they're not better than you. But if you hand them the football, they're going to beat you. So I think like you can learn from a loss depending on where your team is.
But my thing is just I'm over it. I'm over the
I know,
learning from shit. I'm learning for that.
Down.
Yeah. I'm over that. That's why I said it's like I feel like you're way more Browns fan-ish.
I think I'm in coach mode.
And I'm way more with the Ohio State or whatever. So like we flip when it comes to that. Because I'm telling you all day long, Kyle McCord ain't it. You like, well, you got to give him time.
Yeah.
Fuck all that. The national championship is in 6 weeks, my nigga. So are we playing or no? You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. So I ain't got time for it or whatever.
Out of the top four, he's the second best quarterback.
So, but you with the Browns, it's like, I knew you was going to go over the edge. I was sitting here chilling. I'm like, wait till Dev, he done put the Browns glasses on and everything, whatever. But that first half was some of the worst shit I've seen.
But you know what, though?
With football.
I think it was
you know what? I don't want to necessarily say that.
Yeah, it was some of the worst. It was some of the worst luck in quarterback play.
I'll say as far as offensively, and that's what I was getting ready to say. Shout out to our defense. Mm-hmm. I fucking love our defense.
They ended
our
well.
defense kept us in that game, regardless of them scoring 31 points.
And they ran the ball well in the first half.
We ran the ball. I'm telling you, man.
Teams was good in the
I'm
first
gonna say it right now. Next week, Deshaun gonna throw for over 300 yards.
Say that.
This nigga
Give
gonna
me the drum. Give me the drum. Give me the drum.
I feel like personally, Deshaun.
How much he throwing for?
Deshaun gonna throw for over 300 yards.
Give me the drum.
I think he gonna run for 2 touchdowns. I think we gonna blow these niggas out. It's gonna be a hard time in the city. Ain't no love.
Yes, sir.
In the city come next week, nigga.
It's Steelers week.
Yeah, Steelers week. Look,
Nigga.
the Browns had a really big week because this was a really physical game today, and Pittsburgh plays on Thursday. I forgot who they play on Thursday.
No. The Ravens.
I'm sorry. Baltimore plays on Thursday.
The Bengals. Everybody, we all play this week.
So they play Cincinnati on Thursday, which we'll be rooting for Cincinnati. Thank them for losing today, too.
Yeah.
I almost put money on Houston.
Yeah.
I really did. I thought about it this morning, but I said, you know what? Joe Burrow been playing great, and I didn't put no money on Houston today. But C.J. Stroud has been balling.
I just saw in the chat it says Kyle McCord is not it. He's not, but I think we have to pause and realize the quarterback who just left Ohio State is generational.
Yes.
He is
the one that couldn't get on the field before him
is
generational. That's how good
Burrow and C.J. Stroud
the standard
are generational quarterbacks. So the standard is through the roof.
The standard is high. Yeah.
Kyle McCord is a backup NFL quarterback. He's A.J. McCarron. We've watched Alabama, Georgia with Stetson Bennett. We've watched Colt McCoy at Texas. We've watched these quarterbacks go to and win national championships forever. And we're going to watch it again this year. And Kyle McCord's going to be doing play-by-play by 2030. Like A.J. McCarron.
Yeah.
Because he's going to play backup quarterback for 4 years. Yep. Like Ken Dorsey. He's going to be offensive coordinator. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
to be honest, there's never a dog QB there's not many.
Yeah.
Think about it. You can almost name it off the top of my head. Deshaun won one.
Yeah.
Texas. What's my guy? Vince won
Vince
one.
Young.
Like a game changer QB.
Cam.
Okay,
Cam undefeated and won the Heisman.
Okay. After that, name a game changer QB. Matt Leinart was ass
Yeah,
in the pros.
Yeah,
all the Alabama quarterbacks have been
because
ass.
the reason why we were talking about this before the pod, and the reason why I'm not high on Kyle McCord. It's just he got 7 NFL starters on offense. Like
all he got to do is be average.
Yeah, like Julian Fleming, Emeka Ibuka, Marvin Harrison, Stover, Mayan Williams,
Travion Henderson.
All these niggas is gonna start in the NFL in the next 2 years. Every single one of them.
Oh, by the way, question real quick.
Carnell Tate when he leave.
Oh, he's gonna be a beast.
Yeah, like they
already,
all gonna be. He got like it was like Alabama. My bad. It was like Alabama at one point when they had all those
they
starters.
had Devontae Smith and everybody.
All the people,
yeah,
that's what Kyle McCord got. So he's not it, but it's almost like this is another thing. This is the last thing. I ain't gonna harp on this. God damn Ohio State, what you want? Everybody?
Yeah.
You gotta have the best quarterback and running back and wide receiver and left tackle and center and defensive end and corner.
Yes.
No.
Yes. And yes. And yes. You know and while we at it, fuck Michigan. While we at it. Shout out to BJ. Shout out to BJ and everybody. And while we at it, fuck Michigan and y'all cheating asses. Whatever. Go ahead.
I just got a quick question.
Go ahead, man.
Is Marvin Harrison up for the Heisman?
Yes.
He's probably going to be in New York. You know what's crazy? His dad is in the goddamn Hall of Fame. And his goddamn kid look like he's going to be better than his dad. How?
Genes, man.
How?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like Michael Jordan having a kid.
He got a little brother that's like the number one
basketball. And the little brother is his Marvin Harrison Jr. be talking about his little brother all the time in interviews. Talking about he think his little brother gonna be better than him. Yeah, come on, man.
It's insane.
Come on.
Traits are like traits and genes are crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah. But it was a fun day. It's
been a fun weekend.
It was an emotional roller coaster.
I'll be honest.
Of epic proportion.
I will say this much, because I know we walked the transition. I walked away from the TV today. As I said, you got to, again, check my tweets. Like I said, I'm going to give them flowers when they do their thing. But, when they muffed the punt and they went down 14, I'm saying, I walked away from the TV. I went upstairs. I loaded the dishwasher. I cleaned up the kitchen a little bit. I couldn't have been gone from the TV no more than 10, 12 minutes. Came back downstairs. They was down 1. I said, what the fuck happened? Here we go.
I am not the oracle, but you should know. When I say it will come to pass,
this too
shall come to pass. No disrespect. I'm telling you, this game right here for the Browns, I said it. Winning this game opened up a whole new mental space for them niggas. Yeah. Now they feel like we can beat any fucking body.
Because the fact of the matter is, like we just said a little earlier, they went into week 6 against what everybody was saying was the best team in the NFL, and they beat the 49ers.
Yep.
And they come right back around week 10 against the team where everybody's saying is the best in the NFL, and they beat the Ravens. Well, God damn it, how many times we got to beat the team, beat the best, before y'all start putting us in a conversation?
And I don't want to hear the bullshit about, we weren't supposed to win that game because they missed the field goal. The nigga missed the field goal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the fuck what?
Yeah.
Niggas don't make plays all the time.
And we made ours today.
We made ours.
Nana, boo, nigga.
Here it is.
You're right.
Latoya asked us in the chat, what we think about, we was talking about this, about the Michigan scandal. Because like this,
we'll
that's another thing that went past sports news to big news. And we was talking about it a little bit. I know, but I'm just giving it to you from we all play some level of sports, but from somebody like from the college sports perspective, first they should just go ahead and let them like put the speakers in the helmets. I think that'll alleviate. I don't know why.
Right.
We don't have green dots in college football. We didn't have them back when I was in college.
Yeah.
It would alleviate all of this. We at Gannon had somebody who was live and a dummy call person on the sideline.
Yeah.
Everybody got them. Now, it is, not even believe. If I knew, even on offense, if I knew what the defense was running, if I knew y'all was running a cover 2 or cover 3, every single play, I would carve y'all to death. You would never stop me. Ever. Like, there will be, that's the thing about football. It is literally a chess match. Like, it's not like other sports. And I think the average person thinks football is just hike and people go for 4 seconds and then the play is over. But it is highly dependent on which way the line is slanting on the defensive line, What's the keys to linebacker or reading? There are times we would run certain stuff on the offensive line just so that the linebackers would have to read their keys off of us to create misdirection. So let's say we wanted to run a boot left. We would run a fake counter right to make them flow with us right to open up the left side. But if I knew already that they was booting left, I would never follow the counteraction right. And it would just in any other sport, it might be up in the air. It renders you useless in sports if the other team knows your plays. It's because football is literally, I mean, I know it sounds insane and it sounds cliche. It really is about an inch, 2 inches, a crease. Like, if I don't even want to get too technical about football. If I'm running an outside zone, which means I'm taking a step to the right, like I'm supposed to be here, and I take a step to the right to go into that zone. And everybody else on the line is doing a zone right step. Our running back in the backfield is going to do a false step to the left, which holds the defensive line for a split second, which allows us to make a right step to the right to get leverage. But if they already know they're running right, I could never reach the defensive end.
Think about RPOs. It's all about reacting from what the end does or whatever. So when you talked about it pre-show, when we started talking about it, I'm like, it made me have a different thought process about it, because I was telling Cordelia yesterday, I'm like, I was telling her about the whole Houston Astros baseball scheme and them banging on the trash cans. And I'm like, well, if you know a fastball coming, I know it's different because you got to sit on the fastball to actually still hit it, but it's still, you know what's coming, it gives you an advantage or whatever. But I said I didn't feel like it was that big of a thing until you actually described it a little bit more. It's like, and I have to think about it in the sense that you just said, where it's like, if it's a play action, the point of play action is to get the linebackers and everybody to pause for like a half a second.
Not long.
That's it.
Not long.
That's it.
Just a split second, like, oh,
and
shit,
that's all you need. So like you said, but if you know the play is coming, if you know a play action's coming or whatever, and now we're not going.
Yeah,
that throws everything off.
I saw a play against Rutgers where it was a screen, and their whole defensive line didn't rush.
And it's amazing.
I said, nigga, how do you run a screen?
And it's amazing. No matter what the Michigan people say, and I'm on record. I'll put it here right now. I think Michigan is a little bit more physical team than Ohio State. So I don't know if I don't think Ohio State's really beat them in 2 weeks. But I will say this.
That's fear talking, brainstorm. Go ahead.
No, but it's amazing to me that when we start getting all this video and photo evidence of this guy being in other people's stadiums a couple years back, you've been getting your ass kicked in the Big Ten since Tress came in 2001. You've been getting your ass kicked by Ohio State and a lot of people in the Big Ten for 20 years almost.
Can I tell
and
you?
all of a sudden, this guy's in other people's stadiums and he's right by your coaches and whispering in their ear and telling them about play calls. And now all of a sudden, y'all Big Ten champ 2 years in a row.
Let me ask you a question, Brainstorm, because I hear what you're saying, and I do agree. But this is one thing. This is where I agree with you at, because I believe this 1,000,000%. I don't care. Put whatever division number next to your name. If you decide to get up every morning, go to workouts, watch film, put your body on the line to play football collegiately, you a tough SOB. You hear me? Right. I don't think it's a non-tough person,
especially
playing
on
football
that level.
In the world.
On that level, yeah.
But it's very easy to be the toughest team in the room when I know I got guns in my pocket and everybody else ain't got no straps. So it's very easy for me to put the war paint on my face, walk around like a big dog because I got an AK in my back pocket and ain't nobody else in this whole room strapped. So, yeah, maybe Michigan looks like the toughest team in the room because they know where everybody running the goddamn ball.
Okay.
So they look tough. They look like they some gangsters. You walk in the room and ain't nobody strapped. You won't walk in like big dog. Like, what's up? Somebody say something. I dare you to say something. I'll shoot everybody in here. Of course, if you got an upper hand on everybody.
Air this bitch out.
I air this whole stadium out. That's what they own. They walking in with the info. They already know what it is. So, yeah, they coming in like big dogs.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
If I knew all your plays and I was the offensive lineman, I knew what you was getting ready to run, I'd be talking crazy about your mama, your daddy, that little nigga in the alley, everybody.
And your sister fucked me on Saturday, nigga.
Touchdown. I'd be talking crazy, and I think that's what's going on with Michigan, man, is it's easy to be big dog when you are big dog because you know what everybody gonna do.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So you are tough. Y'all Division I athletes, man.
Yeah.
Y'all crazy strong.
They go do stuff that's insane. Yeah. That's insane. Yeah. I always say the show it's called Guts and Glory. They had a podcast. It's about the Ohio State championship season. I told you about it one time where it's like Joshua Perry and the one receiver Evan Spencer. And they go through every single game, but they talk about the workouts and like just the stuff you go through on a D1 level. Think about Benny being up here when he was doing the show. He was talking about how somebody came down there from like one of the Big Ten schools to check out one of his teammates, and he was like, oh, I would like to go too. He was like, the coaches them say, we talking about Big Ten football. You might want to go to a MAC school. Nigga, he was. It's different on that level. Them Power 5 conferences, Big Ten, Pac-12, Big 12, SEC. But I'm telling you, it's different, man.
It's different. This is the thing, though. It's different because of the size of the athlete. I'm telling you, the workouts is insane no matter what college you go to. It's just that the defensive linemen are 6'2", 245 at Gannon University, and they're 6'6", 320 pounds at Ohio State. Oh. It's just different. And it's the number one thing you hear about athletes. What do you hear when they talk about athletes once they get in that zone or they get comfortable? He's not thinking, he's just playing. I'm telling you, doubt makes cowards out of strong men. So if I don't know there's so many dudes I've played against that are the biggest, strongest, get off the bus first looking dude, but dumb as a box of rocks, and you do one fake handoff, you do one drop back draw, you do one pump fake on an out and up, and they're done because they got to think, and it makes them stop. And I don't care how strong you are, you stop your feet. I'm putting my helmet underneath your nose, and you gonna meet this ground because I got up under and I got leverage. So, but if I can take all the thinking out of it, just take the thinking out of it, and just tell this big motherfucker to just go. Make a tackle. Make a play. Stop the run. Get to the quarterback. Don't think about nothing. You know what's coming. You know it's not a run. You know it's a pass. You know it's a run. You know it's not a pass. You know what's going to happen. Take the thinking out of it. Then, of course, you turn into the baddest SOB in the room, bro.
I feel you.
And I wholeheartedly believe that's what happened. Because Michigan didn't just go from bad to pretty good. They went from to the number 2 team in the country.
Yeah.
And then they would get to these points where they didn't know who they was going to play, and they would get mollywopped in these games. Yeah. And it's like, is this the same team?
Yeah, you're right about that. So, but we're going to see in a couple weeks, like I said. So, I mean, it is what it is, but it's all good, man.
Yeah. Good. Michigan might lead the Big Ten. Get y'all punk. Go to the MAC. Go beat Kent State, you punks.
I saw somebody talking about, well, what would the Big Ten be without Michigan? What it was for the last 20 years, Ohio State been running. Yeah,
what are you talking?
Nigga, what are you talking about? 2 national championships.
It was us and Penn State.
2 national championships and the playoffs every year. That's what the Big Ten is without.
What would it be without Michigan?
I saw somebody tweet that. Yeah. Bye.
We about to get USC and UCLA.
Yeah. Oregon. Nigga, get the fuck out of here, man. Come on, man. Yeah. All right, so I got a question for y'all.
What's up?
So again, with the whole sports trend or whatever. So, we see stuff all the time online. Big days come up, Sweetest Day, Valentine's or whatever, and people be like, oh, women, that box is not a gift or something like that or whatever. I beg to differ. I told you I had a wild take. I beg to differ. And when I came to that realization, it was
this he's trying to set men back 50 years.
It was today watching the Browns game because I told you they were.
Can you first tell us how?
Hold on, let me explain.
Okay, let you cook.
Because I'm like I told you I was watching the game and I'm aggravated like everybody else, and I'm at some point, I kind of turn the TV. I go upstairs, I clean the kitchen. They muff the punt. They go down 14 in the third quarter, early fourth quarter. I'm like, man, or whatever. The Browns is the most infuriating team in the world. Browns fans deserve medals, all the love in the world for being a Browns fan for all these years, with the stuff that we get put through every single year. And so I'm watching this again. Today was an emotional roller coaster, up, down, everything or whatever. Like I said, I walked away from the TV or whatever, and I came back downstairs again. No longer, 10 minutes, 12, came back down. I remember I'm loading the dishwasher, and I'm thinking like, man, the Browns could come back, and I got to tell everybody I missed the greatest comeback ever. Came back downstairs, the motherfuckers was literally down 1 point. I'm like, what the fuck? Right? But this is what I mean. Like, we sit there and say the box is not a gift or something like that, but the bots is like the ultimate prize, ain't it? We get mad all the time because y'all gonna give us some y'all gonna give us the bots or whatever. We are happy when y'all give us that. Look, as mad as I am, women get mad at us all the time. We go through our bullshit. We put them through stuff. They get mad at us for all these dumb things or whatever. But you know what? We still get that bots, don't we? When they love us, right? When we in that relationship. That's what today was to me watching the Browns. That's
they gave us some ass at the end of the day.
Nigga, yes, we were still happy. No matter how mad we were with them or whatever, we were still happy with the outcome of it. No matter what, the bots is a gift.
I'm trying to figure out how the bots came from a Browns game. I was about to say, don't tell me how you relieved your stress from this game. This nigga said I took a break. I was home alone. Sir, how did you calm down from the stress of this game? I click on the hub. I come back. I ain't even stressed no more.
No, the bots
There is a reason that my favorite searches are XNXX, nigga.
I said it was an interesting take, right? I said I got an interesting take. The bots is a gift.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, no matter what, you still got the bots, and at the end of the day, we still got the win. So the bot, yes.
Boomaye.
You ever seen that episode of Jamie Foxx and Jamie? No more boom by yay. Oh God, man.
Think about it though.
The Browns are the Browns drive you to porn. That's great.
No.
You
The Browns
the Browns
win.
lose, you hear boom, boom. You know what I'm talking about? The porn.
No.
Ba-doom.
The Browns win is the bots. No matter what, we was mad, we was angry for 3.5 quarters or whatever. But at the end of the day, I was mad as hell in the house. Alicia was going to pick up a mirror.
Oh man.
But then when I came back downstairs and they was down 1 point, I'm yelling. I mean, I had to pull the Browns hoodie out and everything or whatever.
I have never heard the Browns
I'm about to
described
say,
in a better way.
Hold on. I'm about to say this. Ladies, for all the ladies in the feed,
Yeah.
just know that box is the Cleveland Browns. It is a dog pound.
That is a hell of an analogy, man.
Bruh,
I gotta
the
give
bots is a gift.
I gotta.
Stop. As men, we got to sit there and stop saying that shit like, oh, it ain't a gift or whatever. We sit there as guys and we've been put through
I just don't want to
shit.
have to go through all that for the box.
We don't, but we do it.
27-0
But you
blowout
do
box.
it. But you do it.
Give me some blowout box.
But what's Sunday at 1:00? Where you gonna be?
In them skins.
Watching the Browns. So that Browns win today was the bots. The bots is actually a gift.
Okay.
Come on, man. Y'all ain't gonna leave me out here on my own.
No,
I get what you're saying.
I'm just, you
I
know
get what
what?
you're saying.
I'm flabbergasted at the,
No, I get
the
it.
intricacies.
I told you I had an interesting take.
That boy texted me right after the game, so I got a hell of a take for 6 o'clock.
I'm feeling good.
And I feel you. That feeling of euphoria at the end is yeah.
Look, for 3.5 hours, we was sitting there mad as hell. We was upset. We was tweeting stuff. Dude, I'll
was
take you
so
back to
mad.
week
I was so
2.
mad.
If I could pull up the tweets from week 2 on that Monday night game, what Dale was saying when he was texting us in the group
No, I
chat,
was done with him, man.
bruh. But if they would have won, you would have been happy as hell. That box is a gift. No matter what. We was mad as all hell for 3.5 hours, but they won. I was yelling and screaming.
I'm conflicted
everything.
because I agree with your take, but I don't agree with the box being a gift on the holiday. I agree with your take. But on the holiday, you better not unwrap yourself and be like, happy birthday. Oh, man.
I shaved today just to get you.
okay.
Nah.
Oh, man, that's funny, man.
I'm just hey, if y'all disagree with me, all right, whatever. But
No, I get it.
100%. I do agree. I just don't. I just. Ladies, we still do need a little bit more on giving days
yeah, we do. We
to
do.
go along with it. You know
But
what I'm saying? Because that win, getting that win is, you know.
The euphoria from this win gonna last all the way through tomorrow. We can watch ESPN
You know what the
tonight.
box is?
We can watch ESPN tonight. We can watch First Take tomorrow.
can't-
We
listen,
can watch everything tomorrow now.
I can't wait to watch YouTube for the next 48 hours.
Right.
I always get to a point where I get burnout. Like, it might be my old, like, habits never die. Habits die hard. Like, my brain knows I should be watching film of this game.
Okay.
Like, that's where my brain goes. Like, most people, like, it really do athletes. You don't celebrate I got to go watch the film.
Right, yeah.
And then you watch it so much that you get annoyed, and then you don't want to watch it no more. That's usually what happens when you move on to the next team. I am going to watch so many hours of Browns and somebody breaking down this game is going to be nauseating. There's a couple people on YouTube, if people like this stuff, dudes will watch the game, react to it, like the clips. Like, they didn't watch the game, but they'll react to the game. I'm going to watch like 4 of those. Then I want to watch some of the Ravens post-game stuff so I can feel good about how dejected they were. Then I got to watch like Lamar Jackson's press conference, their coach's press conference, rewatch our press conferences, and then watch all the Cleveland Browns stuff.
Right.
But anyway.
Look, y'all ain't going to shit on me in my take right now.
No.
We not.
No, I agree with you.
I
agree.
I just need more on holiday days. That's it. Okay. So I know we're gonna keep going, and I wish we could. Should we play it? Should we play the clip, or is it going? You think it'll mess us up?
No, I think we should be good because it's real short. It's real short.
Oh, they not gonna be able to hear it.
Oh yeah, we can't do it yet. All right, so
Yeah, they not gonna be able to hear it.
we haven't fixed that part yet.
I don't know. I'm gonna see if they're gonna be able to hear it.
Yeah, we haven't fixed that part yet.
Yeah. So
we got a clip we're gonna share with the people.
We got a clip we want to share, but I don't know if people. I know they can see this, but I don't know if
because he was after that gift.
That's fascinating to me.
It's so gross.
I personally, this is my quote, and real don't cheat.
You don't think so?
Hell no.
I kind of understand what you mean when you say that.
They do not.
Okay, we get to. Hold on.
And cheat.
We get to watch. This.
Most men cheat.
Let's watch this reel. So this might be one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life, man.
We had a good laugh pre-show.
To me.
It's so gross.
So basically, somebody said Jeezy like me for real. Jeezy is getting interviewed by Nia Long. Okay. Now, first of all, the look on his face when she talks, she's talking about men cheating, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
we all know what's happened lately with Jeezy.
We all know what's happened lately with Jeezy.
The divorce and stuff.
Dang, I wish I could fast forward.
Gross.
I personally, this is my quote, and real don't cheat.
So first of all, his quote of real dudes don't cheat, okay, is a lie. But the key, I mean, not as a lie, but like lie. That's not his quote.
Come on now, brother. That's not a lie.
But my man, she says men cheat, and my man says,
he said
that is fascinating to me.
Yeah. You got to play it again. You got to hear the inflection in his voice when he said it.
I got to keep reloading.
Oh, you got we got to hear that. Oh my God.
Okay, here we go. Men cheat. Most men cheat because
that's fascinating to me.
That is fascinating to me.
Why is that so? Jeezy is saying, listen, Jeezy realized he had a shot at Nia Long, one-on-one in an interview. And I got to give him credit in life. He decided I'm going to take my shot no matter what. I'm going to shoot this shot, and I'm going to shoot it from deep.
Why not?
Okay, first and foremost.
Hold on. This whole conversation is fascinating. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? it's all fascinating to me.
Jeezy acting like he never heard of a man cheating before.
It's fascinating to me.
That is fascinating to me. Man. Ladies, if a nigga ever scrunch up his forehead and cross his fingers like this and act like he ain't never heard something that is common, the nigga's about to lie to you at epic proportions. Hey. And then he had the audacity to say, this is the kicker. The nigga say, this is my always say. You don't know the fuck.
This is my quote.
This is my quote. This is my quote is the craziest.
Do you know you can hit hashtag Black men don't cheat on Instagram or Twitter?
And you get 2 million posts.
Right. Right.
Look at his face when he did this.
So gross.
I personally, this is my quote. And
Whenever a nigga is putting both palms down to the ground,
This nigga said, "Whoa."
He
whoa.
lied. He said, "This is my quote.
This is my quote.
Real niggas don't cheat."
Yeah.
Cheesy.
Come on,
What?
man.
Let me tell you something. Should you do it? No. Do you recommend cheating? No. Am I fascinated that niggas have cheated? No, it's not fascinating. It is a fact of life, young Jeezy. What are you even talking about?
Yeah.
Like Brainstorm said pre-show, didn't Nia Long just get cheated on?
A year ago. She was main story headline news
For months.
Her
ex
a little
got
bit over
fired.
a little bit over a year ago.
Ime
You know what I'm saying?
Udoka. Over the.
So you look at this black woman in her face talking about, hey, hold on. I'm fascinated by this right now.
This is fascinating.
This is fascinating to me.
But what if Nia Long box stink?
Oh, what the fuck?
What if it ain't a gift? What if it really ain't a gift though?
No, I'm saying though. What if it ain't a gift? You see what I'm saying?
Hey, we don't know.
Hey, damn. All I'm saying.
I always say it.
Hey, you always said that, so we don't know.
We don't know the circumstances and situations, my brother.
I just cannot stand a liar of that like. This is like, I've been working. You know, I work in the schools now. I done worked in the social work field. Like I went for years from working with just dudes, sports, and all that kind of stuff, to working in fields that's predominantly women. And I didn't really know of these dudes and that they existed. And they will always tell me these stories, right? And I always be like, y'all are exaggerating.
I was just waiting for the nigga to say, yeah.
Yeah. but like the amount of lying going on right here is just astronomical.
Bro.
Look at everything about him.
And cheat. Most men cheat because
That's fascinating to me.
it's so gross.
I personally,
Coach, nigga.
this is my quote, and
He had a
real
Michigan
don't
coach
cheat.
with him.
You don't think so?
Hell no.
You think they're running the ball? That's fascinating to me. That's fascinating to me. I didn't know
Play
they were running
action?
it.
Play action?
Play action. Wow.
Wow.
I say this all the time. On 3rd and 12, they usually run it.
You always
No, nigga, you knew our plays.
He came with the game plan.
I cannot
my
believe
God.
he lied like this in this woman's face. And Nia Long is doing a professional interview. The key is what she say after her. Let's keep going. Because I love how she don't believe shit this nigga saying.
Okay, yeah.
I kind of understand what
They
you
do
mean
not.
when you.
No!
That's code word for nigga. You lying?
She don't believe shit you talking about.
That's code word for that's code word for this nigga here.
I kind of understand where you're coming from.
Nah.
Oh my God, man.
Anytime a nigga put his hands up like this,
Oh
lying.
man.
No, that is one of the funniest things
That's
I've
one
seen
of
in
the
a
funniest
long
things
time.
I've seen in a long time, man. It was just the amount of lying in there. It was just too much for me to deal
he
with.
went
Man.
into that interview knowing he was trying to shoot his shot.
Listen, somebody told him, he said, I'm doing what? One-on-one with who? This is my, and I got to give my man, it's one and only. Listen, fellas, I don't begrudge you, my brother.
Hey, do what you gotta
You
do.
get a one-on-one shot. You just got divorced. You only got one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
Shout out to
You
Eminem.
better lose yourself, nigga. You better do whatever you got to do. Nigga, your arms is heavy. Nigga, mom's spaghetti.
Yeah, Mom, it's on your sweatshirt. You know what I'm saying?
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got a one-on-one with Nia Long, man-to-man coverage. Nigga, throw the bomb on her.
if I was-
That is
Because at
fascinating.
the worst, they're gonna throw a flag,
This
and you
nigga
can
knows
you can
she got
pass
cheated
interference.
on.
Yeah.
He knows she got cheated on. He came in with a game plan.
And all of that he knows. And at the end of the day, you know what? This is
It's
fascinating.
fascinating.
It's fascinating.
I don't know why. See, me. I always say. I always say.
It was
real niggas don't
it was
cheat.
the equivalent of her being like, you know, when most black men cheat, the equivalent was he was like, what?
Yeah. But you know what's crazy? Earlier, you gotta watch your interview. Because earlier in the interview, she in there like, I used to date my share of guys in the streets and blah, blah, blah. So my nigga even more. He like, shit, I'm trapper of the year 3 times in a row.
That was some Spidey sisters. That was some Spidey.
I got a shot.
That was some Spidey sisters going up, man.
That nigga hit it with the. You're saying there's a chance.
Man, that was yeah.
Y'all gotta watch Y'all gotta watch that whole interview, man. He felt like he was going. And the crazy part, man, you dealing with Nia Long, man. He lost it. He trying, man. Hood niggas is funny. Because he thought he had the game for it, but he like, real niggas don't cheat. That's his. You
That's game.
You talking to Nia. You gotta be like, hey, real guys don't cheat. You
Look
know
at her
what I'm
face right now. Pause. Look at her face. You see her face right now where you got to pause that?
Yeah. That's
The reality is, and I guarantee she fell for it.
Listen.
Yeah.
You say that.
They do not.
I understand what you mean when you
It's
say that.
something in us
Yeah.
that makes us want to be right
Yes.
across the board.
Yes, sir.
And cheat. Most men cheat because
That's fascinating to me.
it's so gross.
I personally, this is my quote, and real don't cheat.
That's my quote. Real niggas don't cheat.
It's just hilarious.
I'm buying a t-shirt tomorrow.
It's my quote.
That's it. This
is my quote.
Real niggas don't cheat.
Man, we got to put that shit on the t-shirt tonight and put it on dmst.com tomorrow. This is my quote.
Jeezy, man.
Oh my
I love
God.
everything about this interview, man. I love the hood. I love hood dudes mentality, man. Jeezy just a hustler, man. He like, I got Nia one-on-one. If I'm a cash in, that's it.
Nigga,
You gotta get. I guess you gotta take that shot.
if you think for 1 second that he ain't going in that interview like, I'm about to see if I can get the bag, nigga.
Oh, man.
Nigga, he's on it.
Yeah.
The way even I told you, the telltale was his hands folded together. That nigga don't sit there with his hands folded ever.
Oh, man.
That nigga was on it.
Never.
He's on it.
So for the rest
and
of
I
the
hope he
interview-
get her.
The rest of the show, I'm talking like this and like this.
That's just one of the funniest things I've ever seen,
Hey.
man.
Oh no, that's hilarious to me, man. It's yeah. But you can't be mad at him. Ain't nobody really mad at him. I mean, I know that's been like the thought or the big example or the big thing people have been talking about on social media all week. Like, he took his shot or whatever. But it's like, are you mad at him?
Yeah, he had to shoot
No.
a shot.
Think
He
about
had
how
to.
long Nia Long been around. You know what I'm saying? And think about this. I mean,
No,
she
go ahead.
probably hit everybody's radar. What? Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood was it.
Everybody.
That was
What's
it.
that? 92?
4.
94?
No. You might be right.
So for 30 years.
91.
So for 30 plus years, Nia Long been on that radar of people that's like, oh yeah, people like Nia Long or whatever, whatever. And you ain't never gonna be sitting one-on-one with her like this in this situation at all, whatever. So you mad at him?
He had to shoot the shot, man. It was
You mad at him?
It was just
Nope.
it was just the hood nigga in him, man. That was so funny.
Hey, go for yours, man. You got to.
Nia has played some iconic roles. She was in Boys in the Hood. Hell, she was Will Smith's wife, girlfriend on Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Shit, best man.
Best man. Hell, the Love Jones.
Yeah,
Love Jones.
Love Jones.
Love
is-
Jones
is-
the one
That's
for
probably
me.
her
Oh
most
my
major.
God, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the one for me.
Hey man,
Think
I don't
about
blame
that.
Jeezy. I'll be shooting my shot too. Period.
you know.
Man, the
But it's
comments-
fascinating to me though. Still, it's still
That
fascinating.
nigga
to
said,
me.
somebody in the comments
It's
said,
still
niggas
fascinating.
sell crack cocaine and help destroy the black community, but cheating is where they draw the line. Man, Instagram comments is they calling Jeezy Pickett Smith.
Hey man,
Oh man,
it is what it is, man.
man, that's so. It said Jeezy can sell water to a dolphin. I swear to God, he could, man.
It is what it is. That man, but the whole inflection of his voice changed. That's the most hilarious part about the whole thing to me. The hands and everything is still funny, but it's like this is fascinating to me.
Yeah, if a nigga,
My nigga heard this for the first time ever
Ever,
in life.
like, niggas-
ever in life today.
Like, I admit, black people cheat, men cheat.
What is cheating? How do you spell it?
Yeah.
Is that with a C or a K? Nigga, what the fuck? Come on, really? Come on, man. Is that the CH? Is that the CH?
Right.
Come on, man.
What else we got, man?
Man, where we at? No, we only coming up on an hour. We good to go.
Yeah. Whew, wait. Man, oh man, oh man.
I know I had something.
I mean, I had some. So I'm just bring this up.
Oh yeah, I got this one. I'm probably end with this one.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I don't know what we think about this. I'm gonna look it up. Look at the sales. Like, is it worth putting your family business out there like Jada Pinkett? We all know. We was out for a minute, so we didn't get a chance to talk about it. We're not going to beat the dead
book
horse
and
on
stuff.
that.
Yeah.
But basically, she put her family's business out there to say her and
Will was cool with it because he pulled up to a tour stop, so Will was cool with it.
Or I don't know. That's not neither here nor there. I mean, whether he was or wasn't or isn't.
Well, she was gonna write the book.
Yeah, we really don't know.
Yeah, okay.
But as a person, personally, is it worth airing your family's dirty laundry for profit? Is it worth it? That's the real question. The question of morality is: am I going to air my family's dirty laundry for monetary gain? Is money worth that? Is the money worth it? Because if I'm getting this money for my family, if in the process I destroy it, and this is the crazy part, not that I'm destroying my family, because maybe Will, quote unquote, is okay. We don't know. We don't know that part. Mm-hmm. But if I'm destroying my family name, if I'm dragging my family name through the mud,
it ain't worth it.
Because, as a coach now and as a former athlete, one of the things you talk to players about a lot is you not only represent the team, you represent the name on the back of your jersey, man. That means something. If you don't do it for me, do it for who? What's your why? Why are you doing this?
Right.
Like, it's a question you always got to ask your team, why? If you just here to hoop and get a couple little holes or something, then this ain't it. Why are you doing this? Because if you already got a family and you want to provide for your family, why would you then throw your family under the bus to provide for that family? That just don't make sense to me, man. I don't know what y'all think about it.
I do think it's. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Rest.
I mean, I do think it's amazing that she put this book out and she was on this huge tour, and I could be wrong, so maybe we can Google it, but I haven't heard about her being like on something like the New York Times bestsellers list or whatever. That like a lot of these celebrities come out with books and they just everybody has to get it and things like that or whatever. I think a lot of people are kind of over Jada. So in that respect, I don't know if it was worth it. Because when you write these autobiographies or whatever, I got two at home. I'm halfway through Kerry Washington's book, and I got Rich Paul's book at home. So like when you're writing this, you doing something in the hopes that people really want to hear your story in a sense. And I think a lot of people is over her. And like you said, that in the sense that you're throwing your family under the bus in a sense. I don't know if everybody's here for it, so, and also the people that she's throwing under the bus, more specifically Will, people like Will. Mm-hmm. So when people do stories and stuff or whatever, like they want to hear the quote unquote tea and stuff like that or whatever, but people like Will. Will wrote a book that I read his whole book, and his book is great. Mm-hmm. This is pre Chris Rock slap. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But people still like Will. Mm-hmm. I don't know people like Jada like that. Mm-mm. So it's tough. So now you also are throwing your family under the bus, as you say, with her book. Mm-hmm. So I don't really know if it's worth it for her in that sense.
They're saying it sold 2,700 copies the first week. It didn't make the Kindle e-reader top 100. And I just saw another one that said it ended up selling like total 21,000, which is,
nothing.
It's not a lot.
But guess whose book was on that list? Will. On all those lists. Will's was.
Yeah.
People like Will. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's there. I feel like she was, even on her tours, I feel like she was on a space of hitting on the stuff that she knew people wanted to hear about.
Yeah.
As more so, like sometimes people write these books too, and it's like cathartic in a sense, and they're really getting stuff off their chest and things like that. I feel like she knew that people would kind of maybe want to hear the story. I'm sorry, I like Jada. Jada's cool people. I mean, look, I've been fucking with her since she was on Different World and stuff like that. But who the fuck is checking for Jada like that? Mm. Does anybody ever really care about what Jada's doing? Nope. She was married to the biggest movie star in the world. No matter what you say about Will, she was married to the biggest movie star in the world. And we've had our whole conversations about everything about him. And even when you read his book, I mean, I think he did a lot wrong in their marriage. I think he did a lot wrong, even to the point of him buying the house that they lived in, and how she never wanted the house. Hell, she didn't even want to get married. I think Will did a lot wrong, but people fucked with Will. Who was checking for Jada? Ain't nobody checked for Jada since she was fucking whatchamacallit in Jason's lyric in the field. Yeah. Let's just be honest. So it's like, so the book is like, do we really care about her story like that in a sense? So in that respect, to me, it's suspected, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with Jada. I'm gonna say it like this. I don't fuck with her because it is crazy because last night I watched Set It Off. And I just started looking at her in a whole nother light.
You don't even like her no more.
I don't even like her no more. Because what would
she was the only one to survive.
Right. So to answer the question, no, I will not put out my family, and that includes friends, whatever the case may be, for benefit. I will not do it. Mm-hmm. No, absolutely not. I will not. I'm loyal as fuck, man. Mm-hmm. No.
I think people don't like, but like this one article just says, I guess Britney Spears put a book out.
She did too, yeah.
And it's sold 10 times the amount. I just think don't nobody care.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I was watching this thing the other day, right? And I watch all kinds of stuff. These people like I love Corey Holcomb, and then I always like to watch the reviews on YouTube of people. Like people like review his videos and stuff like that, or commentate on his show and stuff like that. I like to search for opposing or counterpoints a lot for some reason. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be stuck in my thoughts. But they said something that opened my eyes up the other day, and I never thought about it like this. And I think this is the Jada problem. When the last time you Googled Jada prior to one of these things? Never. Like, so they was talking about it in reference to Lori Harvey. And they was like, when is the last time you Googled Lori Harvey? And Corey was like, y'all got to start asking yourself, why are they putting these people in front of you? For what reason? These stories just get dumped in your lap. You're not searching for them. You didn't click on the channel. You didn't Google search the person's name. And next thing you know, your life is consumed with if whatever is getting divorced to her husband and getting full custody. What's her name? Keke Palmer. I didn't Google Keke Palmer. I didn't turn to the Keke Palmer TV station. Why the fuck do I care? Then you end up caring about this thing you don't care about, and it starts arguments and back and forth
in our community,
in Discord, while fucking Taylor Swift is just showing videos of her changing her lyrics to Travis Kelce's name and her kissing him on the way backstage. That's what gets put in their face.
But see, I've been talking about that, even in our show, like in the last few shows that we've done or whatever. But I'm like, that's the black or our community's thing or whatever. Like you said, it's just like you said, Keke Palmer. I never, but I know that she had a restraining order on
why do I know that
or whatever. I never Googled that, but and everybody's talking about it though. That's the thing.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Like, why
we talk about
it's almost like
we
the
make
music.
it, but see, but we made it the issue when she was out there with cheats out in Vegas. So that's why it gets dumped on our lap.
But this is the thing. Did you Google? Did Keke Palmer go to Usher's concert? This is what I'm saying. We get fooled into thinking these things matter. Like for a long time, the message. I don't want to get Hotep because I'm not a Hotep nigga, but for a long time, radio and TV, they had the ability to force us to watch what they wanted us to watch. Mm-hmm. Now, I just listened to it was funny. I was watching this thing on Instagram, and it was like, oh, this is the 90s. You can't buy this CD in stores. You can only buy it online. Thinking now, I'll listen to my playlist of music from the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, R&B, and I don't listen to shit else unless I physically add October London to my playlist.
Right.
You can't control what I put in my ears no more. This is not 1996. You can't force me to listen to pop that coochie. You can't force me to do it. If I don't want to do it, I don't have to listen to it. So they got to figure out different ways to force feed us narratives that somehow we believe we care about when we really don't care about. And now it's these algorithms on these sites. And all of a sudden, Keke go to a concert with her ass out, and now we go to Vegas, and we at the pool, and a whole group of people from another city is having the same fucking conversation as us.
Was having, yeah.
And they from another part of the country.
Yeah.
And it's like, how the fuck did y'all, none of us searched this. None of us Googled this. None of us turned to the Keke Palmer Cheeks Out channel. None of us. But all of a sudden, it is the center of our world in creating discourse in a swimming pool in Las Vegas amongst two group of people who don't know each other and will never see each other again. And it's just weird, man. It's like, I didn't ask for none of this. I didn't ask for none of this information, bro.
It's almost like subliminal messages and hypnosis, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
But we fall into that trap.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
Because
do
y'all know? Am I the only one that saw that Lori Harvey and Damson Idris broke up?
That's what it came from. Yeah, that's what.
So I saw that this week. I was just scrolling Instagram and I saw it.
But that's why Corey Holcomb was like, "Why do we even know her?" I don't know.
I mean, I literally saw. I was scrolling. And it's like, oh, they came to a party separately, and then the very next day it was they broke up, and then the whole Discord was she's a hoe, she's this or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is only still. I feel like it's still just us though. No matter, like, we can talk about them putting the stories here and putting them there, whatever. But we the ones that sit there and have this whole discourse about the whole fact that is she a hoe or is she not, or is she this? Who the fuck cares?
Who cares? I'm gonna clean it up because, like Corey said, I'm gonna clean it up from what he said. You
good?
Y'all think she the only young lady that's out here getting ran through by different celebrities in Hollywood?
That's not saying date. I mean, that's not saying ran through. Let's just give her the credit and say she's just dating. She's in her 20s. What did we do in our 20s?
I wasn't running around like crazy.
No, I wasn't either. But I'm just saying. But most people in their 20s are like, they're dating. I mean, look, I know people that wasn't out there wild and crazy in their 20s. Yeah. I know it too. But it's like, but it's still. But I'm saying it's like it's you're still dating people. You're still. Hey, if you date somebody, you break up or whatever. It ain't like Lori sitting out here putting cameras out there when she go to a restaurant or something like that. For whatever reason,
I get all. I
they
really
follow her.
That, but why do I vow this day forward? I don't know what Lori does.
You don't care.
I don't give a. I don't even know why I know her. I don't know where she works. I don't. Do she got a TV show? Do she do reality? I don't know what.
You know her because she's Steve Harvey's.
I don't even know. I don't. She got
stepdaughter.
two twins. He got two twins with the heights. I'm the only Steve Harvey daughters I know. I don't even know her from Steve Harvey.
It's a stepdaughter.
So I don't even know this girl. I don't even know how I know who she is, man. That's what I'm saying. I don't even know why we care.
No, I think a lot of people don't. But there's a huge segment of the country, America, black people.
We got to take that back.
Black people in our culture that they do care, and it moves the needle.
Yeah,
it moves the needle.
Take that power back, man.
It moves the needle. But see, we got to get beyond that. But it moves the needle. So, IG, Shade Room, these people like that, they gonna put it out there all the time. They arrived at a party earlier this week or whatever. I think it all came out this week separately. And I'm dead. And the next day I saw a post. They put out a joint statement saying they broke up. I would be goddamn if I was dating somebody, celebrity or not, that I got to put out a joint statement that says, "Oh, I'm not dating this person no more," or whatever. And while we still like each other, fuck all of that.
Dude, I ain't even finished Snowfall. I don't give a fuck who you dating.
You ain't finished Snowfall?
No. I have a problem finishing shows.
Obviously. Well, you finished Game of Thrones. But.
Yeah, I finished Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But I have a problem finishing shows that I think are good because then it's over. I know that sounds crazy. But if I can just hold off, eventually I'll watch it. You know what I'm saying? All right. But anyway, but yeah, like I haven't even finished.
Because you never finished Power, right?
I never finished the first.
I
never finished it.
I get it. All right.
But like I just don't know why we care, and we got to figure out some way to take control of our narrative because they pump it full of controversy, man. None of our. I saw something the other day where like Kenan and Kel dude was in the hospital. Then the one dad from Soul Food and
Delroy Lindo?
No,
Soul Food, the dad.
The light-skinned dude with the beard, he was in the hospital talking all
Soul
crazy.
Food?
I had to pull it up. I can't remember his name.
The show or the movie?
The
Soul Food, a dad. Light skin.
Was he in the show? He might have been in the show. He was.
You have to find it. Yeah. You have to find it.
I had to find it. Was he in the movie? Can't remember.
You said a light skinned guy from Soul Food. Okay.
Yeah.
You have to find it. While you're looking, I see Titan said that the easy way to see the difference is to create a Facebook account and follow. He said in quotes Caucasian Caucasian things and then see how the narrative is different. He said it's all different programs, which I do under. That's what I say all the time. It's the difference between what we follow. That's why we say Black Twitter. It's the difference between
But the
what
thing
we follow.
is
and our algorithms are still based on
Michael Beach.
What we look at a lot of times though.
This dude, he in the hospital, I guess.
Oh, okay. Oh, the one that cheated with.
Yeah.
Okay.
But let me.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's true. That's true. We would have to because then we get stuck in this dynamic of not supporting Black platforms, and every Black person I know follows the Shade Room.
I follow him. Yeah.
Every Black person I know follows the Shade Room,
and I hate it.
But that's and he's right. The problem is, once you follow enough Shade Rooms, they're just gonna feed you information. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Me and Lee was watching, we was eating or something the other day, and she kept showing me pictures of these puppies. I guess her sister got a puppy or whatever. Keep that dog over there. But anyway, but her sister got a puppy, and I guess because she was looking up puppy stuff and all that kind of stuff,
just follows it.
Every
Algorithm.
3 posts for her is puppies.
Yeah,
I have never gotten a puppy post in my life. On my phone, ever, not 0 times. And I think what ends up happening is we follow stuff, and it ends up becoming part of the algorithm that we watch over and 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 over again, man. So I don't know. There are those things that are specific, like those puppies, but then there's also the Jada and the Lori Harvey situations that end up being national, everybody from East Coast to West Coast.
And they're talking about it.
And everybody talking about it, and I just don't understand why. Because even you said it. We ain't talked about Jada since she was in that field in Jason's lyric.
Fucking Alan Payne.
I don't understand.
On Jason's lyric.
I don't get why.
Think about it. I mean, or maybe what's the movie with
Major Payne?
With Keenan Ivory Williams. No, not Major Payne.
She was Major Payne.
Low Down Dirty Shame.
Low Down Dirty Shame.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
So maybe that one too. But was that one? That was probably
set it off.
That was probably before it set it off. I mean, but all right. So still, it's all in the same 3. It's all in the same 3 film stretch. That's it. Ain't nobody talked about Jada since then, other than the fact that she's been married to Will. Outside of that. So why all of a sudden is she in our face all the time?
And the crazy part is everything related to her and Will has been drama.
Yeah.
Drama.
Yeah, man.
But we sell drama. We Black people sell drama. The Shade Room wouldn't have all those followers if we didn't want to follow it and see what's happening.
Yeah, it's true.
So we sell drama.
Yeah.
So that's on us.
Yeah, I agree.
It's true. That's got to be what it is, then, man. It's a lot, man.
It's called
It's
the
too
Shade Room. Think about it. It's called all they doing is trying to put people in a bad light more times than not.
Now, is the Shade Room, because I'm not real hip to the stuff, is the Shade Room Black Twitter too? Is that the same thing?
I mean, basically, it's Black Twitter on Instagram.
On IG.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I get it.
So all they do is post about what's going on. Oh, we saw somebody coming out of here, and we this and that. That's literally
There's also
what the
the chicken or the egg. There's also, we got to figure out is the chicken or the egg. What came first? Is it Shade Room or is it our nosiness? Is our thirst to want to know who Omarion fucking? Is that it? Or is it the fact that Shade Room posting that Scrappy and Erica is at the Usher concert? Is that the reason why we care? Or do we care because we care about Scrappy and Erica? That's what we got to figure out. Because if we say fuck the Shade Room, are we just going to go somewhere else to get our Scrappy and Erica information?
What came first is social media and the ability to know what they're doing.
Yeah.
On that note, I will say this. I have to say this because it made my heart feel like warm apple cider. Shout out to Nelly and Ashanti, man.
People mad at them.
I love what's going on with them getting back together and they rocking out. I don't know what's going to happen of it.
Yeah.
But I do like it. It seemed like they're both happy.
People mad at them, though.
But why though?
Again,
why do niggas
in the black space of social media? You know, it's like because she just basically he done spent the, spun the block or whatever, however you want to say it or whatever, and now they back together or whatever. It's like, but
this
if they happy, they happy.
But my thing is this, like you just said, he done spun the block, but who knows what she done? See, I don't want to get into this whole conversation about what people done or whatever the case may be. Trust and believe. She was having her happy box, situations as well. Like let's be real about this shit, man. All I'm saying is it feel good to see us black people happy and be in a relationship and feel like they're moving forward. I hope it turns into something for a lifetime for them, man. Who knows? Sometimes you gotta, separate yourself just to get back into a situation, and be cool.
Well, people have to come to acceptance the fact that people are gonna be happy, and at the end of the day, a lot of the times when people are having these negative things to say about people, they're sitting at home alone. There is a person who she's been on our show before. I really won't say her name. I don't even know if y'all saw it on IG this week. I don't know if y'all saw. I won't say the name because we haven't talked about it pre-show or whatever. But she put a post out this week that said, basically the gist of it was, any man who's living with a woman and talking about doing 50-50 or whatever, and it's he's not your man, he's your roommate, whatever. There's a whole bunch of stupid stuff or whatever. And so when people kind of climb to her comments about the post, her only response, and her name was on the wall, her only response is, "You're dusty, you're dusty, you're dusty, you're dusty," this and that, whatever. So you know what I'm talking about.
But then she came back and made another video about what she meant by dusty. I saw that. We
are fighting each other so hard.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Our whole community. It's the shade rooms. It's all these things. It's the Jada books, everything. We are fighting ourselves so hard.
We also don't deal with trauma well. Because when I saw that, all I was thinking about...
Oh, I got to show it to you if you ain't seen it.
I
ain't seen it.
Oh, yeah.
All I was thinking about... And I don't think he was here for that show. When she came.
I wasn't here for the show when she came.
Oh, you wasn't here.
I was going. Y'all did the show with her. Yeah,
I knew one of us wasn't here. I knew one of us wasn't here. But all I can think about was like...
Thomas show, yeah.
Back then, she was like relationshiped up. But I think when life gets a hold of you...
Which is the funniest thing. The first comment I saw when she posted
the
first comment I saw was "no man in sight," but she telling you about this. It's oh my fucking god!
Like, deal with that trauma. You know what I mean? That you dealt with, and it's real. The trauma when you lose somebody.
Men have it and women have it. We all got the same relationship trauma.
But you can't go, my relationship didn't work, so all men ain't shit.
Oh my
God. Relationship didn't work, so all women ain't shit.
Her post was so ass.
Yeah.
And
I need to know who this is.
I didn't listen to the follow up, but her post was so ass, and it really just got under my skin because I'm just like, this is what keeps us all fighting in our community all day long or whatever. I mean, look. We've all sat there and said we are three grown ass men on this podcast, right? And we were look. If I made enough money for my wife to sit at home and not work, I would gladly tell her ass to sit at home and chill, do what you want to do. But in today's reality, we understand that this is just not what it's going to be in today's reality. But when you make a post, as much as you talk about uplifting and all the work she's done in good ways in our community. But then you doing a post like that, it's just like, oh, well, if you doing this, then you got to. She was just, it was so out of pocket to me. And then to not really have a rebuttal for it or whatever, you are destroying so much of what you're doing.
Oh, because
it irritates the fuck out of me with that.
I saw the follow up, and it's disheartening too when a male allows a woman, and then definitely because I look less. I'm not gonna lie. We'll look down on the man if this was him. If a woman allows a man to just sit home and be a hotep and play 2K and
that's
automatic.
That's automatic.
You got to put some of that blame on your shoulders.
And you a grown ass man and you working and you grinding.
What I'm saying is like that was her. I watched her rebuttal. That was her experience. She was talking about that, about like being with somebody who took advantage of not having to work and blah blah blah. Well, ma'am, that's on you.
Yeah, say that.
That's on you. It's on him. He ain't shit nigga for not doing nothing with his life, but you gotta stop allowing niggas to take advantage of you.
Yeah.
And then you gonna blame the rest of every male on earth.
A whole blanket statement.
Yeah, a blanket statement for
a whole blanket statement.
She had a moment. That's all that was. She had a moment.
No, she be having a series of them.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I need to know.
Like I said, her signature's on the wall.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, Playboy, think about it. It ain't been that many shows I missed. So if you really think about it, like it was a show that I wasn't here when she came.
Exactly.
No, actually,
so no, Latoya put in here.
no.
What does that make her if she allowed it? Exactly.
Oh no, was I gone when she came?
I think all I know is one person wasn't here.
It may have been me.
Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out after the show.
Yeah.
So I remember you finding her about because you thought the work she was doing was so dope. Which
It was real dope.
Which it is dope. She
Yeah.
doula work or something. It really was dope. But that was like
Okay.
so now you know.
Okay.
but it's like it was the most insane thing in the world to me. It's like, but this is what social media does to us.
So I said Playboy gonna say her name.
I was getting ready. I don't give a fuck.
But this is what social media does to us. Again, it's like we are sitting here having these arguments over dumb shit. All the goddamn time. It's like, yo, what matters? I told you, but it wasn't a flex last week when I sat there and said it. We talked about the list last week. I'm like, yeah, people talked about the list and where you can't go, whatever. What was on that list? B-dubs. Where did me and Chris should go? B-dubs on the first date?
Yep.
And I said, well, what happened? Proposal, rooftop, Aruba. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Shut
the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
The champ is here.
So stop it. So stop it. But they drop these little things in our community, and people sit there and they mad and they're talking about something. And now we are arguing, and now single black men are like these black women, and it's like peruse Twitter. Like just peruse Twitter about peruse Twitter and the people.
It's really the Instagram comments that be crazy.
All of it, but all of it though. Think about the people. There are people out here who and I don't want to go this way, but there's women out who are proud about the fact that don't give me, don't try to ask me for your number, don't approach me, don't do this, don't that, and then you mad because you single, nigga. Why do you think you're single? Because everything you're putting out there is don't approach me. Why are you mad? But we gotta argue about this on social media. Really? Put out there what you want. Put out there your best version of yourself. The same thing I said last week about the whole restaurant stuff like that, whatever. Put out the best version of yourself. And then let's talk. But outside of that, I hate this. I hate what social media is doing to our community because we drop it out there and we drop these little nuggets and we got to argue for a week. It's great. It's great for us.
I mean, God, man, I don't.
But for normal, regular people that's trying to live their life and try to have a regular relationship,
I feel like I'm turning into a black power person, man. But it really is. It's the I don't want to say mission. That sounds so corny, man. But like it really is to like divide us, man. It really is.
Yeah.
all day.
Is what this weird thing we're all grasping for is. It's not real. And the moment I don't know. I guess we're not going to ever have that moment. But once we come to a point where we realize this thing we're reaching for is false, and like. I remember when the movie Pursuit of Happiness came out. My brothers just talk about it because they kind of like lived, they like lived that with my father. And the essence of that movie, it stopped once he got that job at the end. It's the pursuit of happiness. It's the pursuit. It's the pursuit. Now, everybody, I saw this thing earlier. They was talking about relationships and everybody thinks, who was I watching? And they was talking about how it gets difficult, and people be like, "Oh, I guess I'm not meant to be in a relationship." No, this where the work comes in. It's the pursuit of a relationship, man. Oh, it was Carlos Miller. I was the 85 South Boys having a deep conversation. Okay, but it was a real. He was having a real conversation. Like you get that point, and you like, "Oh man, it's going left." Well, no. Do you trust me to lead while it goes left? Yeah. If that's the case, then let's go through this and get it back right. Cause like people in the black community are reaching for this thing, this this life with this house and these set of cars and this set of this amount of money in this said bank account and this home to go to on this vacation place and this weird thing that just doesn't exist naturally. It may take time. You may be in your late 40s, 50s, early 40s, who knows? But it doesn't happen like this. It takes time, man. You build to it with patience. You work through life with somebody. You build with somebody from the ground fucking up. Everybody wants everybody to already make $100,000 and have a car, but have no kid, but be beautiful, but be an amazing person, but not have anybody else on their roster that wants to be with them. It just, everything gotta be perfect. But we have to realize it's the pursuit of happiness. If you don't fall in love, if you want to be a great athlete, if you want to be a great father, if you want to be a great anything,
you talked about that work
better
earlier.
fucking fall in love with the process. It is the pursuit of happiness that makes great, man. It's not the actual championship. You'll see so many people
win the championship and walk off that goddamn
Oh, nigga.
Your kid graduates.
Hold on. After I say this, I ain't gonna cut you off.
You good.
But I ain't got nothing else to say after this. Nigga, you just dropped a fucking gem. Nigga, it ain't the championship, nigga. It's the pursuit to the championship, nigga.
Yeah.
That's a fucking gym.
Dog, you better fall in love with going to the gym.
My name is Playboy James. I ain't got nothing else to say.
No, fall in love with that workout, man. Building that camaraderie, building that foundation. You got to fall in love with the process, man. You have to. It's the pursuit of happiness.
Because if you don't fall in love with that, if you don't fall in love with that part, you never gonna get there.
You're never gonna get the other shit.
Anyway,
that's the part that's mind-boggling. You just don't wake up with a vacation home. Nigga, you know the work you gotta put in. You know the mistakes you gotta make. You know how many roofs you gotta get put on your house to make sure your house is in order before you go buy a fucking vacation home. But niggas think they should just have the vacation home today. And we fall in love with that. And it's just weird, man.
That's just life now in the generation. Excuse me. It's the generation now.
It is like if you ain't taking me to a $500 restaurant right now, then you must not like me. Ma'am, won't nobody say it, but Dev said it on DMST podcast. Ma'am, it's your first date. I don't really like you like that.
Yeah.
What don't you understand about? I don't even fucking know your grandmama's name. Yeah. No, I don't want to spend.
I don't even know your middle name.
Yeah,
right now.
I don't want to spend $1,000 on somebody I don't know.
Yeah.
You 100% right. I don't. Now, what do we do from here? How do we build from the fact that neither one of us like each other like that? So we got to operate in the fact that we don't like each other like that. It ain't no amount of money I spend on you gonna make me like you no more because I still don't know the name of your first pet.
And I guarantee you the amount of money.
Like, what the fuck are we doing?
And the thing is, I guarantee you the amount of money I can spend on you don't mean I like you.
Hell no.
Don't mean
the amount of money I spend on you.
It just mean I got it.
Truth be told, for me, is how you treat me when I ain't got it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And how I treat you when you ain't got it, man.
That's the really, bruh. That just drop some gems, man. But, like for real. Like real talk. It ain't about the championship. At the end of the day, I guarantee you, any and every person, period, that ever won a NFL champion, a Super Bowl ring, a NBA championship, golf,
all of them,
all that stuff. The first thing they probably think about ain't the championship. It's the shit they went through to get to the championship.
Man, I know we about to. This shit about to have me all. I'm gonna bite my bottom lip because I saw some shit earlier this week. Shout out to Andrew Schultz, one of my favorite comedians. But I don't know if you saw it. He playing Madison Square Garden.
I know, yeah.
But like,
I ain't seen clips yet, but yeah.
So he grew up in New York. He grew up in Manhattan. Yeah. Like right by Madison Square Garden. And his pops, like when he was born, his pops took off work because his mom couldn't. And like was with him when he was a baby. And like was just a hell of a dad for him growing up. And they would go to different events. His dad used to work for like one of the news stations. And so he would have to wear a shirt and tie, because he would go cover events at Madison Square. So when him and his brother was little, he would make sure they wore like a shirt and tie whenever or a collared shirt when they went to Madison Square Garden. So he started doing comedy and shit like that. And he was like a teen, early 20s, and he told his dad, like, yeah, one day I'm gonna play Madison Square Garden. And his dad was like, yeah, I'm gonna be front row. You know what I'm saying?
And now he doing it.
But this is beyond that. His father now has Alzheimer's, right? So he has a form of short-term memory loss. So he don't remember a lot of shit. So he could tell him some shit and he may forget it. But he remembers a lot of big shit. So he tells him they're going to Madison Square Garden. And he take his father and they go to mid-court. So his father got short-term memory loss, but he knows I'm in the middle of Madison Square Garden. Like, why am I here? Mm-hmm. Like, this is the mecca of, like, this is
everything.
His most loved arena ever. And Schultz is like, when I told you I wanted to play Madison Square Garden, you told me that you would be front row. And he was like, that was important because at that point, I knew I wasn't the only person that believed. Mm-hmm. And he was like, when my tour comes to New York, I'll be playing Madison Square Garden. And you can be front row. And his dad said, I'll be there. But nigga, that made me think about this pursuit of happiness. Because in that moment, it's not even about what his dad remembers. It's about what Schultz remembers. Mm. That pursuit leading up to the 40 years of his life to that moment, without his father and the words and the shit that he poured into him, this moment wouldn't mean shit. He probably wouldn't even be there. But him having a vision, falling in love with the vision, having somebody who he loved more than anything believe in him and help cultivate him to get through to that vision 20 years ago, 20 fucking years. It's about the pursuit, nigga. Because you can fuck around and get to the garden, your daddy don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
It's not about the special. It's not about the vacation home. It's not about this weird relationship. It's not about all the shit you think it's about. It's about the journey, man. Mm-hmm. And it's going to always be about the journey.
And the work you put in.
And the work you put in and the people you work with. Because you're going to fuck around and, like, if it was all about comedy and I don't give a fuck, I got to put my nose to the grindstone, Schultz going to look up and his daddy going to think he going to the corner store. He don't even know.
Right.
He don't even know. So he's not going to be able to share the moment with the person that inspired him to do it. Mm-hmm. So stop being so fucking focused on the moment. Fall in love with the fucking journey, man. It's the only way to even get to the moment. You'll be lucky enough if the people you started the journey with make it with you. Just focus on the journey, man. That's it, man. People don't be focused on the journey. Like, that shit had me fucked up on Monday when I first saw it. You know, obviously because of shit with my pops. But, like, it just made me think about, like, life and the journeys we go on and what the fuck really matters. Like, what's really important. Because his father don't even know.
Yeah.
He don't even have an idea of what's going on. He keeps getting reminded. And it's crazy. He kept asking Schultz, like, what are we doing? Even after they made the video and posted it and got everybody in the comments in tears, his dad still didn't realize 10 minutes later why they were walking out of Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel it, man.
But,
we gonna mic drop on that one because we can't top that at all, whatever. But I do want to say this, though. I'm going to salute both of y'all as being fathers. Because I know both of y'all. Look, bro. I'm gonna give y'all flowers right now. No, dead ass. I'm gonna give y'all flowers because you telling a story like that, and it means a lot or whatever. And I know y'all both tell stories about y'all out here. Hell, you wasn't here last week. You was out there with your son last week on the birthday weekend. Like, you never know the little small things that, like you just said, the small things that make an impact. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And they don't forget it. So I'm saluting both of y'all right now. You know what I'm saying? We're going to mic drop on that. And I'm going to salute both of y'all as fathers about the stuff that y'all do, because we talk about all the time about, guys don't do this and dads don't do that, whatever. And, and we make comments a lot of times like, well, I don't know people like that or whatever. But I'm sitting in a room with two guys who I know do they shit as dads. So I'm saluting both of y'all right now on the backs of that story, whatever. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So salute to both of y'all, giving both of y'all flowers right now, man.
For sure,
definitely,
man.
definitely, man.
Give yours for coming to the, you might have came to the party a few minutes late, but these are influential years, brother. God bless you.
Yeah. He just turned 13. Yeah. We have conversations all the time. Me and Carly just have conversations all the time about how things are going and things like that. Yeah. These are very, very
pivotal years, man.
Very much. And it's so funny. There are times that I think about things and I may react a certain way, but I'll hear you and your voice on something, but it's your dad's voice.
Yeah,
and those isms. You know what I'm saying? And all the time. I'm dead ass. I'm not even bullshitting. Right. So it's just like, you know, and I think back to stuff that happened with me and my dad and the way we grew up and the way he brought us up and stuff like that. And so it's just like, yeah, I'm at that point now because like you said, it's very, very influential right now, and I don't take it lightly. I know for a fact that I'm probably not gonna do a lot of stuff right. I mean, I know that as dads, we've all had to learn at some point, I guess. But I mean, y'all have way more experience than me because y'all got years of experience, you know, whatever, you know. But it's just so I know I'm gonna fuck up with a lot of stuff or whatever. But you know, some stuff I know I'm right on, and I'm gonna be wrong with some stuff or whatever. But yeah, you know, it's just it's.
And the thing is, whether you right or wrong, knowing who you are and your flowers to you, I know that all your intentions are great and out of love. Yeah. So at the end of the day, man, even, you know, with my situation, as far as my children, I ain't right all the time. So it ain't going to be a right or wrong situation. You just moving with the intent of love, man, because you care. Yeah. So that's what it means.
I get it.
The most,
I get it. So, yeah. So to all the dads out there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You know, keep doing y'all thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Man.
So we can go ahead and end the show this week, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Playboy, give them all your shits.
Hey, man, at the end of the day, it's Playboy the DJ, Playboy DADJ. You can catch me on Facebook. I'm all messed up. I ain't in a minute. I'm sorry. Hey, man, you can find me on Instagram.
Somewhere.
Hey, you can find me on Instagram, Playboy_James3.
We'll tag you.
You can find me on Facebook under my government. If you know me, then you know
me.
They
might know you.
Hey, and you can find me on all DMST Boy platforms, man. Great show, man. Great conversation. Can't wait for the next one, man. Let's keep pushing, keep doing what we're doing like we was talking about before. And like you said, Dev, it ain't just about the moment, it's the journey, man. So let's keep pushing.
Definitely. Dev, give them all your shits.
Man, first of all, thank everybody for the feed today in the chat, man. Thank y'all
for
man. In there and talking. A lot of dope convo in there, man. Y'all funny as ever. But it's real big Dev 216 everywhere, man. Do what needs to be done, whether you like it or not. See y'all next week.
All right. We always say DMST16@yahoo.com. Questions, comments, concern, feedback, things you want us to talk about on the show, all of that. But outside of that, we'll be back next weekend, man. So nothing big, man. It may be cloudy today, but the sun will come out tomorrow. And as long as you are here under the sun, live your life to the best of your motherfucking ability. DJ Brainstorm for you on all social media. That's DJ Brainstorm, the number 4, the letter U.
Hey, shout out to Toya. Said another great show. Y'all talked about the Browns, the box being a gift, and Fathers Matter. You goddamn, we covered the game.
Everything.
All of that, man. And we'll see y'all next Sunday. We're gonna talk about